Here's a short piece of breaking news. Russia launches a mass attack on a Ukrainian coal mine. Nearly 200 miners were evacuated. It's an incredibly dramatic story of heroism, but also it's a story of the despicable nature of Russian strikes on Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Well, tomorrow we're going to have an episode on the channel that covers in more depth the meeting between Trump and Zelensky on Monday, with lots of commentary and further analysis. For now, though, let's tackle this breaking news story. Russia launched a large-scale attack against a coal mine in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast on October 19th, trapping 192 employees underground. That is according to the Ukrainian energy company DTEK. Well, this strike marks the fourth large-scale attack on coal enterprises over the last 2 months, and of course it fits into the wider pattern of Russia seeking to target Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Here is the dramatic aspect of the story. At the time of the strike, 192 miners were underground at the enterprise, and an evacuation was immediately ordered and carried out to bring the employees to the surface. It is an extraordinary feat that all 192 employees were safely returned to the surface. None of the miners were injured. Well, here's a bit of background on the company. DTEK is the largest private energy company in Ukraine. Its facilities have been targeted in multiple Russian strikes, not just over the last couple of months, but over the last couple of years. This has forced production halts, and it has disrupted a lot of residential heating supplies that require this kind of thermal fuel for their energy. Russia has significantly ramped up strikes against Ukraine's energy system heading into the winter. This is a particularly pernicious type of warfare that utilizes the cold that comes in this region, harsh, sometimes lethal cold. Russia wants people to freeze. Russia wants Ukrainian cities to be uninhabitable and denuded of their population. It's a form of ethnic cleansing using energy warfare to carry that out, and striking critical infrastructure, leaving hundreds of thousands of households without power, is the method which they choose to use. Ukrainians are, of course, bracing for another winter of blackouts as Russia aims to impose what President Volodymyr Zelensky has described as an energy disaster across the country. Well, we've covered this several times, this angle of Russia's energy war on the channel, and we will continue to do so. This winter is looking like it will be harsh, it will be difficult, but I think Ukraine has learned how to be resilient and how to recover energy systems from Russian strikes. We can only hope that this year Ukraine not only remains resilient, but finds its way to striking back against Russia, hitting their energy system, hitting their war machine that relies on that energy. And in the process, I think a lot of Russians will come to realize what this feels like. It may not stimulate any kind of empathy in them for this war that they've inflicted upon Ukraine, but at least it might make some of them understand what the costs of this war and these imperial ambitions are.